Hi there and welcome back. It's Lisa from Critters'n Designs in Ontario, Canada. Today I'm going to be opening my new paper pumpkin for December. Mine came Friday, I think, and this is Sunday. I'm just now getting a chance to open it up. Love the confetti little box. That's so cute. All right, let's see. I can't even remember what's in here. Let's see. We have Garden Green is our ink spot. We have some twine, not sure what color that is. Our stamps. All right, so let's see what we have in here. Oh, it's little boxes, that's right. I had forgotten about that. So let's open up this little kit here. So we have some tear and tape. Little boxes. There's a lot of them. How many are in here, I wonder? $16 gift boxes in all different colors. Okay, so let's see. We have Balmy Blue, so that would be those. Balmy Blue. Blushing Bride, it looks like. This looks like Tahitian Tide, yep. Tahitian Tide. Crushed Curry. And then if you flip them over, we have Basic Gray. Oh, okay, so that's probably Basic Gray, yep. Garden Green, I'm guessing. A darker version of Garden Green. And Calypso Coral. Yeah, beautiful. So 16 little boxes. Now, I'm not a little boxes person particularly, but we'll put some together and we'll see. So we've got some little inserts. I think these ones go on the inside. We've got some dimensionals. These must be the belly bands. So let's see what we have. We have this green. That's really cute, the little flowers. This little yellow with little stars and moons. And little graduation kind of things on that one. And confetti on that one. And then if you flip it over, this one is a stripe. And this is a white and looks like garden green polka dot. Cool, look at that. That's pretty. Stripe. And a gray on white polka dot. Okay, so those are those. And we have probably 16 little circles. There's 4 on a page, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sheets of them. So 20 of these. And 2, 4, 5, 20 of these labels as well. And we have some little cupcakes and leaves and flowers and little graduation hats and some stars. And here's some more of those insert pieces to go on the inside of the boxes. So let's start with our first one. So in the first one, they've taken one of the green ones. So let's grab a green one here. And we need a blue belly band. And what else do we need? We need a circle, and these look like those little things you get on a package of bread. So we'll put one of those over there as well, and a little graduation cap. And there we go. I think that's everything. Now I'm going to grab my Garden Green, my large ink spot, just because I find them for myself easier to maneuver with. And a block. Okay, and there's my Paper Pumpkin block. So when you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, you get a block with your first kit. All right, so we need congrats, you did it. So I'm going to put the congrats on the other side of my block, and then I can use both sides of my block. So the first thing I'm going to do is my stamping, and I'm just going to clean my block, my stamps. I typically clean my stamps before I use them, and I don't know if there's manufacturer's residue on them or not, but it's just a habit that I got into a long time ago. I had heard it somewhere and I thought, well, that sort of makes sense. There we go. So these ones are cleaned. All right, so let's ink that up. Just got ink on my finger. And you did it. And I'm actually going to put this way. There we go. All right, so now let's put the box together. So I'm going to use my tear and tape. This is a narrower tear and tape. This is the 1/8, it looks like. So let's fold this first. So we're going to fold on all of the score marks. There we are. And this is good. You don't have to use them for graduation, obviously. You can decorate them any way you like and use stamps that you already have and make it for, you know, a birthday or baby shower, anything at all. So I'm going to fold these two sides. Let me just fold this like this out of the way. So I'm just going to bring this up around. And that's just going to go right over like that and hold those two little tabs in. So I'm folding the tabs in, and I'm going to come over like this and just hold them in place. And there's our little box. There. Okay, and now our belly band. Again, I'm just going to fold on the score lines. You can reinforce these with your bone folder if you like. I don't think you really need to, but you can for sure. Okay, and that's going to go around our little box like this. And just hold everything in place. There, like this. So I'm going to put tear and tape along this one edge. I can find the end. Here we go. Okay. I'll just bring this around. And whoops, line it up, make sure it's straight. So cute. Okay, and now we're going to put some dimensionals on our circle here. And we need our twine, which rolled over there. So it says to cut 18 inches of twine. So on every instruction sheet, you have a ruler. It goes from 0 to 18. So let's just roll out 18 inches. So it's there. And we're just going to roll it around our box this way. Tie a little bow. They're saying to put 2 knots in there because I don't think that it is going to cooperate if I don't. There, that's better. Okay, and there's our bow. And then we can put our circle on it. And then we'll put a dimensional on the back of our little graduation cap. And pop that right on our little, I want to call it a bread closure thing. I don't know what it is, a little tab, I guess. And then we can just slip that right onto our bow. There, so there's box number 1. So easy. There's number 1. Number 2, they took one of the orange ones and a striped belly band. And what else? One of our little bread tabs. And what else do we need? We need one of these. I think I have 2 there, do I? No, just 1. And so we have our bread tab, we have this. Oh, and we need a cupcake. Which I cannot find. Where are cupcakes here? Here we are. Okay, and we need a little cupcake. So there we are. I'm actually just going to flip the light on here because the sun just went on the other side of the house and it's dark all of a sudden. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is stamp our stamps. So let's replace our stamps. This time we want good things come in small packages and happy and birthday. So let's do good things come in small packages first. And we're going to do that on here. And I have it over to the side here, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, and then we need the happy. So happy is here. And we're going to put happy. Happy. And then birthday. All right. So then we're going to put our box together. So let's have a look. These boxes are great. Great. You don't have to have any adhesive really to put them together. They just flow together and stay that way. So if you live in Ontario, you've had quite a few days of pretty awful weather. I have a friend who lives about, oh my gosh, not even 20 minutes from here, and she's not had power since Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So they're in their 4th day of no power. And our power flickered a couple of times, and it actually did go out at one point on Friday for about 15 minutes, but we've had no issues, fortunately, because we live in the country. So if you have no power, you also have no bathroom and no water because we're on a well and a septic system. So that's the situation that my friend is in. She lives on a farm, and they don't have town amenities. They just have well water and a septic system. So I don't know how they're managing. Hopefully, they can melt snow. All right, so I'm going to put this together like this. And her son and his wife, and they have 2 little ones, live on the same property, different houses, but the same property. So I don't know how they're managing. She was saying this morning, I asked her if she wanted to come here to have a shower, but they actually can't get down the road. They have a 1-lane road leading from the farm to the main road, and there's trees down, and they can't even get out of there. So I don't know how they're managing. All right, so, and then we need 18 inches again of our twine. So there's 6, 12, 18. Okay, and again, we'll wrap it around our box. Okay, so there's our little bow. Probably didn't need to cut as much as I did, but that's okay. And then our sign will go like over here. And our little cupcake can go right on here. And then we can pop this onto the bow. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, so that's box number 2. All right, so let's do our stamping first. So what do we want? We want our congrats again. So put that there, and cheers to forever. Okay, so that's that one. So we'll put it on that side. And what else do we need? Okay, we need another one of these rectangular little things. And a flower. And 2 leaves. Oops. So 2 of our little leaves and 18 inches of our string. Okay, so there's 6, 12, 18. I think that's everything. Okay, so let's bring out our ink. And we're going to stamp our stamps. Now, I'm using, this is a neoprene placemat. It's a large placemat, but it's about 18 inches by, I don't know, 30 inches. And I got it on Amazon, but it's spongy. If you're working on an actual just table, you'll want to use something spongy underneath it, like our Stamp and Pierce mats. Because these photopolymer stamps are not very forgiving when it comes to stamping on just a hard surface. All right, so let's stamp that right there. And then we'll do the congrats. I always put it on the wrong side. Let's put it down there. Oops. I had it wrong. I had it right the first time. There we go. Let's clean that off. All right. These are really cute. I have a whole bunch of birthdays at the beginning of the year, so, and it's for my adult kids, and they always get gift cards, so this would be great. And, oh, I forgot our belly band. So we need the green leafy belly band. This is so pretty. All right, so let's put some tear and tape along the one end here. And wrap it. Okay, I was briefly chatting on Messenger with a fellow demonstrator who lives in Las Vegas, and she sent me a picture of her pool, her swimming pool. There was ice on it, and this is in North Las Vegas, and I'm like, holy jumping! I had no idea it could get cold like that there, but I guess it's not that unusual when you're a little bit higher altitude. Okay, so this, I've put the tear and tape on the back here, and I'm just going to center this like that. And this time the string is going to go this way. Now I went around twice. It doesn't show you to do that, but I have a little bit of string extra, so why not? All right, so we're going to take our little tab here, and we're going to, where's my, okay, so my leaves and flowers are here. So I'm going to put a piece of tear and tape on the back here. Oh yeah. And we're going to just stick our leaves to it. Let's pop that off. And so I'm just going to stick my leaves like this onto the back of where the turn tape is. And then I'm going to put a dimensional behind my flower and pop that up on top. Oh, you know what? I should stamp it before we stick this there. Good thinking. Okay, so I want the happy again. And the for you. So happy is here. Let's grab my ink. So happy goes right there. And then for you is right here. Okie doke. And then I'm going to put my flower here. And then we'll just pop that onto our string like this. And there we have that one is done too. How cute is that? All right. So for the next one, I'm going to take a lighter green one. And a yellow belly band. And another circle. And one of these little tabs. And a couple of flowers. No, I guess they're stars. So these guys. So we'll grab a couple of these. And a label for a sentiment. So we'll pop that out. I think that's everything. Is that everything? Looks like it. Okay. So first let's get our stamping out of the way. So first we want special delivery. Okay, and we're going to put that on our circle. Okay, and then next we're going to take for your special delivery. Now with photopolymer stamps, if you tried to load them on your block, you can see how crooked that is. So the easiest way to load a photopolymer long stamp is to just let it fall naturally and then pick it up with your block. And then that way it's going to stay. See how straight that is now? So that's the best way, I think, to put your stamp onto your block. Okay, and I'm just gonna eyeball that. Hopefully it's pretty straight. Yeah, not bad. And then the next one is Oh Baby. And that's this one here. Okay, and that goes onto our little tab here. And where am I putting that? Right under the hole. Okay, so let's line that up like that. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, so that's done. We're done with the stamping on that one. And the first thing we'll do is put the box together. And then let's put together our belly band. And let's fold our score lines here. Oops. Okay. All right, so around we go. And we'll pop off the backing on the tear and tape here. And just line it up, make sure that it's square. There we are. And now on here, it shows us we're just putting tear and tape on both pieces. So let's go ahead and do that. And so there's our circle. And there's our sentiment. Now there's nothing saying that you can't put dimensionals behind this if you want to. I use a lot of dimensionals. I like the dimension that dimensionals give you. And, you know, feel free to do the same thing. So I'm going to pop that there. And just pop this one along here. And then we'll pop some dimensionals onto these little stars. There, so cute. And then again, we need 18 inches of the twine here. Okay, and then this is just going to pop on here like this. And there we have that one. Isn't that cute? So every month, the paper pumpkin instructions also have some alternatives. So we're going to do this one and this one. And I'm trying to figure out what this is. I haven't quite wrapped my head around that, but I'll figure it out. Anyway, so today we're going to do this one and this one. So let's get started. So for this alternative, I'm using Pool Party, and you'll need a card base, which is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, a piece of matching cardstock, and it looks like this is probably 3 3/4 by 5 maybe, so we'll trim that down. And then we also need, so I'm going to grab a couple of leaves. And a couple of flowers. So I'm going to use up 3 flowers. And then for this banner, it looks like they've used the white and gray dot. So I'm going to cut a strip about, I'll start with 1 inch. I can always trim it. And then a piece of crushed curry, which I have a little piece of crushed curry here, so I'm just going to use that. Oh, I was going to trim this down to 3 3/4 by 5. So 3 3/4 by 5. And I might actually take it down a little bit more. Let's fold this and see how big this is. So they have that on there, and it's quite a bit smaller. So I'm going to take this down another maybe a 1/2 inch on both sides. So that will make it 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And then to make, I'm going to keep this out here. So to make, let's just lay this up. Yeah, that seems more like what the picture is. Okay, so I've done this technique a few times, so let's just try it and see what we get. So it looks to me as if they've scored this. You could use an embossing folder if you had one like this grid, which I do not. So, but I have done this technique a couple of times, and I actually kind of like it. And it's really easy to do. So what I'm doing is I'm taking one corner of my piece of card, and I'm lining it up on the 2 inch line, and then I'm taking the opposite corner and I'm lining it up on the 1 inch line, and I'm just going to score. And then I'm going to move the score line over to the 3/4 of an inch line on my trimmer. Okay, so there's the 1 inch, and there's the 3/4 right there. So I'm going to line my score line up top and bottom on the 3/4 of an inch line. So I'm just lining it up on the 3/4 of an inch line, top and bottom here. And I know it's probably hard for you to see. Let me zoom a little. There. So I don't know if you can see that my score line is actually right on the 3/4 inch line, and it goes all the way down to the 3/4 inch line. So I've got that lined up, and I'm just going to score it again, and I'm going to do the same thing one last time. So 3/4 of an inch is there and there. Okay, and I'm just going to score it. Oops. Let's just make sure that I'm still square here, because that'll really make me nuts if I'm not. There. Okay, and now I'm going to flip it on its side, and I'm going to do the same thing in the opposite direction. So on this side, I'm going to have it at the 1, and this corner I'm going to have at the 2. So I've got my furthest right corner is on the 1 inch line. Oops, and it wasn't. It was on the 1 1/4 inch line. So the 1 inch line and the 2 inch. Here I have this one on the 2 inch line. Okay. And that's on the 1 inch. All right, so I'm going to score, and I'm going to move this to the 3/4. I want to make sure I'm straight. And I'm just going to keep doing that right across. Oops. Not straight. Okay. Three quarters. I have the glare is right on the line, of course. And then on this side, I'm going to go to the 3/4 inch line on this side so that I can get just this little corner here. So 3/4 and a little score mark there. And I don't know, let's just see. Yeah, so I'm going to put this one on the 3/4 inch line as well, and just do this little corner just so that it looks finished. There. So what you end up with is this beautiful grid. Isn't that pretty? So let's attach this with dimensionals to our card. And you can do the indented side up or the embossed side up. I'm doing the embossed side up. I guess that's the embossed side. This is the debossed, but I like the embossed. Okay, and they just have that on an angle. Oh, let me zoom back in a little bit. So they have it like this. This almost looks like I could go a little bit smaller too, but no, maybe not. Okay, so there's that. And then we have our strip that we cut. And I'm thinking that the 1 inch maybe is a little bit big, so I'm going to go to 3/4. And don't throw this out, you can use it. And they've got it about that long. So we'll just give it a snip. And then you can flag your ends. And if you have the punch, the tag punch, or I'll grab it, I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest with you. I always forget the names. But, and I do have one, I could use it, but this is easy too if you don't have any of the punches. There. And then they have this going like this. And we'll put some flowers on there. And I don't know whether they used glue or dimensionals, but you know what? Let's use dimensionals. There we go. Oh, I forgot to put glue on this. Good Lord. Okay. I'm actually going to put just liquid glue on the back of this, because I don't want to have so much volume, and I guess is what I'm looking for, volume, that it's really high to mail. So there we are, and a couple of leaves. Now in the picture they've got a couple of different sprigs that they've stamped and print and cut out, and which I may do later, but and it needs it, so I will do it later, but just I'll spare you the agony of having to watch me do that. And then grab a couple of more, one more leaf I guess behind this other flower, and I'm putting the ink on the glue on the front so that I can stick it behind this flower and it'll stay raised up. But I've got my dimensional under there, so let me see if I can lift that dimensional just a smidge. There we go. Very cute. And then on my piece of crushed curry, what do I do with my stamps? Boy, it doesn't take long for your desk to become a friggin' disaster. All right, here we are. So what do they have on there? Just congrats, I think. And is that going to fit on there? It is. Perfect. All right. And we'll grab the ink. And we'll flag this as well. Okay. And then these, I'm going to put some dimensionals behind that. And we'll just pop this right on here. And actually it looks as if they've put a little bit of twine behind there. So let's do that. Let's grab a piece of twine. And I'm just going to unkink it using my bone folder, and that'll just take a lot of the curl out of it. And I'm just going to wrap it around my fingers like this. And put a little piece of tear and tape along here to hold the twine. And I'm just going to lay my twine like that. There. Okay, and then we'll pop, whoops, this is sticking to me. All right, in you go. And then I'll just pop this right on top of here. So cute. And then for some embellishments, let's see, what have they done here? It looks like they've put a couple of yellow embellishments on the flowers. Okay, so I've got these gold enamel dots. I'll take my take a pick tool and we'll just pop some of these right into the flower. So that's the one alternative. And so now let's do the other one. So I've got a piece of crushed curry. That's 8 by 7, and I've folded it at 3.5. And let's see, I had a piece of basic white that is 7 3/4 by 3 1/4. So we're going to do it this way. So let's have a look. So they've used the cloud punch. Let me grab my cloud punch. And I see Pool Party, Sorbet, Sweet Sorbet, and Granny Apple Green. All right, so let's see. I have Sweet Sorbet, Granny Apple Green, and Pool Party. Okay, so I'm going to grab the little heart and the special delivery. And I need a scrap of basic white, which I have over here. Is that going to be big enough? Yeah. All right, so let's stamp my special delivery. And I'm going to punch that out with the cloud. Okay, and then I'm going to clean that and take my little heart here. And on the same piece of paper, I'm going to, beauty. Okay, so let's take our piece of paper here. And this is going to be here. So I'm going to put this one here. And then I'm going to take my Sweet Sorbet. And that's about here. Oh, so cute. And then the Granny Apple Green was about here, I guess. There. Oh, so cute. All right, so let's see. I also needed some of those little stars, and I used 4 of them. Okay, so we're going to put these on dimensionals. Okay, so that's going to go there, and these are going to go here. And then we need some words. So it says, for your special delivery. So let's grab our Memento Black ink. I'll give that a clean and put it away. And then so for your special delivery. And I'm going to take a scrap of the basic white, basic white, and ink that up really well. Okay, and now we're just going to cut these little words apart. There. Okay, so let's see. For your special delivery. There. Oh, how cute. Okay, let's just put this guy together. So for And you can see I'm not too concerned about whether or not they're straight, because they're little pieces, and yeah, I don't feel that they need to be straight. So cute. There. Oh my gosh. And then if you wanted to, you could actually, well, let's do that. Why don't we do that? Okay, I'm going to grab a dauber. Okay, so I have a dauber, and I'm going to open up my pool party. And these little daubers are available in the catalog. You can just, I believe they come in a package of 5. Okay, I'm just gonna lightly dauber the edges here, just to make it sort of a little more special. And I do have the blending brushes, but you know what, to be honest, sometimes the dauber is what you need. Okay. So now I'm just going to pop this right up here. Oh, look at how cute that is. All right. So now my card base is here, and this is going to go onto here. I love this. Oh, that's so cute. All right. There we go. Couldn't get it straight there for a minute. I'm just going to run my bone folder across this. Okay, and then for some embellishment, I have some iridescent pearls, which are so pretty. And we'll just randomly put a few of those on here. And then we'll put a small one over here. There. So that's another alternative. Aren't they cute? Oh my goodness. So sweet. So that's a couple of ideas that come with the paper pumpkin. And I'm sure over the next few days, when I'm finishing up some of the little boxes in there, I'm going to come up with a few more ideas. It's a very, very cute kit this month. So, you know, if boxes aren't your jam, just use the pieces to make any alternatives. I mean, there's some really pretty papers in here. We've got the dots, we've got the little florals. Actually, that gives me an idea for a card base. Like if this was your card base, you could put a strip of the floral down over a basic white. If you had your basic white here, and then use some of this on here as well. Oh, there's so many things you can do. So just play with your pieces, and you'll be amazed what comes to you. So I hope you've enjoyed this. We have our little boxes. Here, let me get my ink out of here. So we made the 4 little boxes. And then just with some extra product, that I had, we can make a couple of alternatives. So the sky's the limit. Just use your imagination. And again, you know, boxes aren't for everybody, so use the beautiful paper in here to do other things and play with your paper pumpkin and really enjoy them. Thanks so much for joining me this afternoon. I hope you have a great evening, and we'll see you soon.